Hey, what is going on, guys? So today I thought I'd make my first video of this type, where I will go ahead and speak about a certain topic, provide some commentary and some opinion as to what's going on. I'll also go ahead and be providing some gameplay throughout the video, as well, as I feel like this is the type of format that I've been wanting to do for a while. We'll see how this first video goes. I wanted to speak about this topic just because I feel like it's really important to me, especially with the person that is involved. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then I'll provide more information regarding my future videos as well. So for those of you that don't know, Danny Masterson, which is an actor for TV shows and movies, including Gothic, Dracula 2000, Yes Man, more recently The Ranch, and of course most notably that 70s show as Stephen Hyde throughout all 8 seasons. He has 3 other siblings, including Malcolm in the Middle actor Christopher, The Walking Dead actress Alana, Will producer of Camp Sunshine, and actor Jordan of Last Man Standing. Danny Masterson, he's 47 and was actually sentenced to 30 years to life in prison. 2 women. The woman who met Masterson through the Church of Scientology accused him of drugging at his Hollywood home between 2001 and 2003. The assaults took place obviously in the early 2000s, but the woman waited years to come forward because Scientology doctrine forbade them to report a fellow member to the police. Masterson was first accused of sexual misconduct in 2017. That's basically what led investigations uh, towards his allegations by the LAPD. And in June 2020, he was actually charged with 3 women, including his former girlfriend. The jury would then convict Masterson, 2 of the 3 women, but there was a mistrial declared during the 3rd count, which was later dismissed. Now, the jury could not reach a decision on the 3rd accuser, who was identified as Jane Doe and was actually the former girlfriend of Masterson's. So, as I mentioned, Danny Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life on September 7th, 2023. A 28-year-old woman in April 2003, and then a 23-year-old later that year, with both incidents occurring again in his Hollywood Hills home. Now, the evidence that was included testimony from the 3 victims, physical evidence such as DNA, and expert testimony. Now, Danny's defense argued that the women were motivated by money or revenge and that their allegations were false. However, Danny was ultimately found out to be guilty. He is, again, currently 47 and will be eligible for parole after serving a minimum of 30 years, which I also wanted to add that recently Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis provided some testimonial letters. I suppose you can call them that, where they talk about what they knew of Danny Masterson and who they were to them. Right, they worked with them for many years on that 70s show, and they were actually very close friends. Um, so yeah, actually, they wrote these letters, I think, with their best intent in mind. Of course, when you speak on somebody's behalf, you tend to talk about what you know, right? Now, we don't know if they knew about any of these allegations or if they were protecting him or not. We can only speculate. Um, we can also assume that they weren't familiar with these incidents until they came to light. Um, so a lot of people did give him, a lot of criticism for writing these letters, especially with these type of, you know, things that occur in these cases. It can be very emotional, and I don't know. I like to give my own opinion. I grew up with that 70s show. I've watched them several times. I like all the characters of the show, and I felt like overall, they had good chemistry. Um, but of course, that doesn't exclude them from, doing whatever it is that they want. Especially as celebrities, we tend to see people kind of give them leniency, and also side with them regardless of what the evidence presents. But of course, the jury did find Danny Masterson guilty, and that's obviously for a certain reason, right? They try to put a good investigation and ensure that they don't make any mistakes. However, mistakes do occur, and sometimes defendants are incarcerated, improperly, or they're not supposed to, and then years later they're found out to be innocent. Anyhow, I hope that the victims have some closure now that Danny Masterson was sentenced to the 30 years minimum. Um, and yeah, it just goes to show that you really don't know somebody. I never myself looked too much into everybody's background. I just knew them as that 70 show actor, of course, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. They were mostly the ones that were very well known. Of course, Topher Grace as well. So I actually worked with Topher Grace on the TV show Home Economics for an episode. I'm not a main cast role. I do work as background, but I'm hoping that changes in the future. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all that I know. Oh, and actually, I did want to also mention that Danny Masterson's father actually mentioned that you know there was some controversy whether or not he was a good father. However, there were some letters that were written out stating that he had abandoned the family. And when in contrast, the father mentioned that the children were ungrateful and that he had helped them out to start their careers, pay off their bills, and as well as sign off on, ensuring that they obtained the house. But again, we're not too sure. We just got his testimony, which states that, or not even a testimony, more of like comments. But yeah, if anything really changes in the future, I'll go ahead and provide an update perhaps. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that part of the video. Now I'd like to discuss more of my, future plans for my channel. For those that have been here for a while, you've known that I've been attempting to make videos for a long time, especially gaming videos. That's kind of what I'm into. Now that I'm obviously a doctoral student in forensic psychology, I thought that perhaps I can kind of combine my experience and my knowledge and kind of give my commentary on certain things. My friend and I were also thinking of making a separate channel where we'll also discuss certain topics and kind of, make it a friendly place in some sense to talk about our opinions and what we think on certain topics as well. So stay tuned. I'm hoping that, I can have more time to do these type of videos. I'll see if maybe I can do them once a week, every 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll see. So let me know what you think. Obviously, there's a lot of areas I need to improve in, and I'll do my best to kind of grow as I publish more videos. But yeah, if you like this video, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe, and then we'll see how else I can possibly entertain you.